Corsetti with the Georgia Lacrosse Officials Association. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to turn your car, truck, or SUV into your own referee mobile command center. This is going to be helpful in two ways. One, you're always going to be prepared for every game for the entire season. Two, you're always going to be ready for those late time assignments when your assigner calls you up at the last minute. So, let's take everything out of the back of my hatchback and show you guys how to properly stock your car in preparation for the season. Let's start off first with uniform. One good tip that I was given is to hang up my shirts in the back of my car. That way they don't ever get wrinkled and they always look nice and pressed. So let's hang these up into the back of the car. Now that my shirts are back there, we need to talk about shorts. There's two types of shorts that we're allowed to wear, white ones and black ones. But not all officials have all the shorts. So I pack both of them just in case my partner shows up with white shorts or black shorts. So I take my black shorts. You can either fold these, or what I like to do is rest them over the back of the seat in the hatchback. Now lastly, you're going to want to bring a towel. Always good to have a towel. It's a good multi-purpose item. Wiping sweat off your brow, cleaning off your shoes, wiping your seat down before you sit down on the back of your bumper. So always pack a towel. It's going to be handy during the season. So let's move on to the rest of your uniform and cold weather gear. So I like to get a nice plastic bin that I can throw all of my cold weather gear and all of my undershirts and long underwear, gloves, hoodies, anything that I need to ref a cold weather game, or any miscellaneous gear that I might need in case my partner shows up with something different and we need to match. So, in this bin, I like to put in my wind pants, all black wind pants, reversible referee jacket for those cold weather games, some long underwear for those really cold weather games, long sleeve, this is an Under Armour shirt, but you can get a long sleeve black turtleneck, again, which will help out with those cold weather games. Gloves, all black, black out any white on them. These are all black gloves. Ear warmers, again, all black. Mouth protection, in case those games get incredibly cold. Long white socks. This is that miscellaneous gear that I was talking about. We're moving to short black socks this year. Also pack in a couple of long black tip and white socks just in case your partner shows up with just these. And lastly, in this bin, I pack all of my undershirts, all of my all black undershirts. And that goes nicely into the back of my car. Continuing along with equipment, we also need all black socks, which I keep in a nice little Tupperware container here. Those go into my other bin. Next, we need all black shoes. Black out all the white on your shoes, make them all black, polish them so they have a nice shine to them. You'll look good going onto the field. These go right in the back of the hatch. Next are a variety of items that I've found very useful over the last few seasons in getting me ready for games. So let's take a look at a few things that are just helpful during the summer, during the fall, and during the regular season. First off, I carry a little packet with Blistex. This has saved me a lot during summer games when I'm doing a whole bunch of games in a day and my feet are worn tired. Also, I pack Gold Bond in here as well. It's useful. You don't want to chafe. So that'll go in there. Next up, bug spray and sunscreen lotion. Always good to have. Along those lines, some Tiger Balm, muscle rub. In case you're running up and down the field a whole bunch, you need some break at halftime, you got some muscle rub with you. If I forgot to shave the night before, I'm not going to show up to a game with a whole bunch of stubble. So, bring some shaving cream and some razors and you're going to be good to go. I got my shaving cream right here. So that's going to go into the bin as well. Next up are going to be your shoe polishing items and an all-black marker, or a black marker. This is going to help you black out all your shoes and keep them looking shined and ready to go throughout the whole season. Always want to pack this item. Now you can use either a shoe polisher or a towel to polish your shoes off. I use both, depends on how much time I have before a game to make my shoes look really good. Now, an all-important item, duct tape. You never know if your timer breaks down, you're going to need it. I've got duct tape, white athletic tape, and black electrical tape. Very useful items in case things break down. And finally, along the miscellaneous items, just a simple first aid kit. Bandages, sewing needles, cold compresses. Very handy to have with you, especially during those summer fall league games when you're going to be doing a lot of games in a day. So that goes into the bin, and this bin goes into the back of the hatch. Another real handy item is a lacrosse whiteboard. This is great for when you're working with newer officials. You can write down where you're supposed to be on the field during your pregame. You can also go over situations using the whiteboard before you get onto the field with your partner. So this was a tip that was given to me by a senior official. It works out great. So if you got some extra money to spend, this is a great tool to put into the back of your car. Again, along the miscellaneous items, a water bottle, just in case. Don't need to bring it down to the field with you, but before the game, I like to stay hydrated. Now moving on to all the rest of the required pieces of equipment that you need to step onto the field. You're going to need an all-black hat with white piping, like so. This hat you can keep protected in a hat protector, like this one, so that you always have a nice stiff brim on your hat and you always look good and professional when you step out onto that field. So a nice little investment to consider working into. Next up is a bowl full of a whole bunch of extra items that I've collected over the years. You don't need these right away, but as you officiate more and more seasons, you're going to start collecting a whole bunch of different items, and I like to keep a little bowl of them just so I have some extra items in case maybe, hey, I forgot a flag or I lent one to my partner and I forgot to get it back. So I keep a whole bunch of flags, also known as mudder flags, in case you have one of those terribly rainy games on a muddy field and you don't want to get your nice flags all mucked up. Grab some mudder flags. Handful of extra whistles in case my partner forgets one or mine becomes broken. All the patches that you need to officiate a game. And a whole bunch of extra scorecards, just in case mine break. So I put all those in my bowl, pop that in the back of the hatch. Next up is the last piece of gear that you need, your lacrosse officiating box. I put together this box that has a list of all the gear that I need on the top of it, and inside of this box is all of that gear, from my watch to a little notebook, to my coin, my timer, my measuring tape and eraser, my good flags. All the things that I need to ref a game are in this box, and they never leave this box unless I'm going out onto the field. So I always know, no matter which game I'm going to, that I have all the gear that I need to ref that game well. So that goes into the back of the hatch. Let's close this up. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video on how to turn your car, truck, or SUV into your own lacrosse officiating mobile command center. If you guys got any comments or questions, feel free to post them below. Once again, my name is Corsetti with the Georgia Lacrosse Officials Association. Hope you like this video, and stay tuned for more videos in this series.